Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome today to a bit of a critical type of video. We are doing an anti-haul. I haven't done one, I think, in a year or so. I think I did only one for last year's holiday releases. And yeah, this year I'm gonna go through some of those as well. I have pulled up my phone with Trend Mood's Instagram account. That's where I get all of my beauty news on the daily basis. And then also I was just checking out the beauty news channel for their holiday releases that they put out. 2 very long videos, amazing. I love when they actually do long videos. They're my favorite to watch. And yeah, today we're gonna discuss a little bit of what's out there. And I'm gonna start as last time I talked about it, I want to talk about it again. Too Faced. What is wrong with them? They keep putting out holiday stuff that is absolutely useless. They have this year's theme was like a school diary type of thing. And again, very boring palettes, sets that are good for, I don't know, I feel like they're geared towards teenagers that indeed needs to go to school. I don't know. Just not interested. And then something that was sneak peeked recently was their whole new mermaid collection, unicorn collection. No, they already did a unicorn thing. I think this is the mermaid collection. Anyways, absolutely out of times. I think we're over that thing. We did that thing this summer. How is it wintry? I don't know, just colors are not okay. The packaging is this huge shell rainbow-y thing. Just no, absolutely not. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not even tempted. We're gonna go through things that I'm maybe tempted about, but this one, no. Another collection that I feel is a little bit past, but yeah, but still is now new for the holidays. It's the Huda Beauty Winter Solstice collection. So there's a beautiful palette with duochrome highlighters, and they're like colorful duochromes. Like, I don't know, I have a gold duochrome today on, but just no, what are they thinking? Since the cat one, the Alchemist Cat palette came out, now everybody's playing catch up. They've done it. We're done with it. It's finished. Even Wet n Wild has their whole duochrome highlighter collection. I feel like they're just a bit behind with the trend with that. And the lip glosses as well. I'm over it, let's say. I like to wear on occasion a nice duochrome highlighter, but it's not something that I'm going for like a crazy person. So no, I won't be picking up the Huda Beauty Winter Solstice collection. It's just over. Just past. Then a big collection, not only for what they brought out, but more for the price of it, is the Pat McGrath Mothership palettes. I've seen a lot of reviews, rave reviews, they're so good, but $125 for an eyeshadow palette? And the color stories are so weird, and I don't mean that as a bad thing, but it would be good if they're weird and they inspire me. But I'm not even inspired by them. I just find them not really appealing. I actually swatched them in New York and they were good, but I have Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows that are that good. So no, I don't see it. I think unless you have the budget for it and $125 is like change for you, fine. But for all of us, let's say people who have a budget for beauty, I think $125 is not worth it. Not for just a palette. Keeping in the theme of very expensive collections, Natasha Denona has come out with their new holiday collection. There's 2 5-pan palettes and a few of these crystal toppers, I guess. And yeah, again, very expensive. I think the idea of having 5-pan palettes that are a little bit more affordable for people to try the formula is great. And those were also the ones that were circulating at the real beginning of the brand before it got all hyped up on social media. And yeah, they're pretty. I think Tati received one in which the shadow was just completely shattered. When she opened it, she turned it around and it just fell off of the packaging. That was a bit sad. And I've also heard that their formula keeps changing. So between the Lila palette and these palettes, the formula keeps changing. I'm not sure if for better or for worse, but it's palettes for 5 shades over $50. I don't think so. This is way too expensive and I don't think it's worth the money. Next, maybe I should have gone through this with Too Faced, but Tarte has again put out another useless holiday collection. It's not completely useless because the packaging is so cute and things like that, but what are you doing with a palette with face products on the corners of the diamond? How is that practical? Who's going to have a 30-40 shade palette in their house and then also have to open it to use the face products? I don't think it's really practical or interesting, and if they were trying to be innovative or innovative, I don't know, one of the two, I don't think it worked out. Also, I was really interested in their big blush book. So it's a blush book round like this, full of full-size Tarte blushes, and I've only heard the best things about Tarte blushes, so I've always wanted to try them. And I have just decluttered the color wheel from last year, so I actually know that you do not need a big round book full of blushes. It's just too much. It's just too many in one place, and they are all the similar shades. Same goes with their color wheel, their 2-piece color wheel. I did enjoy the formula, even if it's the one made in China. I did enjoy the colors, but I just never reach for it, so I know I'm not gonna cave and buy anything from the new collection. Moving on to things that we have already seen. What is going on with Becca? They've released their winter collection with the new face palette and the new eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette especially, it's all their highlighter shades reformulated to be eyeshadows, so maybe a little bit more pigmented and more color on the base, something like that. But did we need a palette? I mean, those of us who have the highlighters know that you can use them on the eyes just as easily, so I don't think it was necessary. And in the face palette, there's again, I think maybe only one new shade that they brought out, and then they came out with the new palette. They just sneak peeked it these days, in which there is again only one new shade. Now, why do you do that? I mean, why would someone buy a palette if 2 out of the 3 shades are already out there? We might already have them in our collection. I just don't think it's a smart idea. I don't think that you can keep doing it over and over again every year, because they have done holiday palettes before. There was the Jaclyn Hill one, there was the other one in collaboration with an actress, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think they can keep doing it over and over again. It's just not practical and just not interesting. Let's talk about Morphe's holiday collection. There was a big launch with a lot of products. There are new lipsticks, reds and nudes, I think. And those, I mean, they're, I think, $12. Fine, if you're interested in the colors. I'm personally saturated with liquid lipsticks. I have too many, so the colors really need to be unique to catch my eyes, and those really aren't. And they brought out some sets in which you can get eye brushes and a pencil and a few eyeshadows, so those are interesting for people who want to gift a basic starter kit for someone to start a makeup. I think that's very nice and affordable. Again, not gonna buy it, not a starter makeup. I have more eyeshadows that I can use in a lifetime, so not interested. And then they came out with these new palettes. So the big palette for the holidays is the 39A. It has a whole first 2 rows of warm tones, then a central row of transition shades and cool tones, greens and blues on the bottom 2 rows. And I saw Jaclyn Hill explain how there were 4 different color stories with, I think then it's 6 eyeshadows per color story, or 8. And I must say, at the beginning I was like, oh wow, so many colors. But then it ends up again being like the Coastal Scents one. It's just so many colors in one palette, and it's huge. And I don't know, I was not inspired by it. I don't think it's a good investment if you have a makeup collection. If you've seen my latest Get Ready With Me, I was talking about the 35F from them and how the quality is not up to par for me and what I'm used to right now using. The quality is just not there, and I think if you already have eyeshadow palettes that are a little bit higher end, like Anastasia or even the Makeup Geek shadows, they are all better quality. The ColourPop palettes are better quality. The mattes are much nicer to blend and more unique and more distinct than what blends into nothing like the Morphe mattes. So I definitely am not gonna buy the 39A by Morphe for this holiday, and I don't think you should either. No, unless you really have no shadows whatsoever, or you have only neutrals and you want to start in color, maybe. But I don't think it's worth it. And then they brought out 15 shadow pan, I believe, and they're the night and the day. And I have to say I like the idea. I think they kind of missed the mark a little bit, more on the day. I think the night has a nice color story and it's very interesting. It's on the cool side, so I'm not interested because I don't wear cool tones much. But the 15-day palette, that could have had the potential to be a mini 35-0. They could have just selected from 35-0 the first one and the second one, put the best shades in there, a cream highlight, a shimmery highlight, a black and a dark brown, and transitions and colors and shimmers in between. That would have been an amazing palette. But then they came out and it's just muted, neutral, safe shades. I think maybe there's a pop of tour color, but I think they missed the mark a little bit. It could have been way better, and it had my attention for a fraction of a second, and then I lost it because I was bored. Another brown eyeshadow palette from Morphe. Then the MAC collection, Snowball, gorgeous packaging, and I'm anti-hauling it because it sold out in like 5 minutes. What is it with these collections? Don't they make enough for everybody to get a chance to have it? I am so disappointed. It's not even December and the MAC collection is already gone. I would have probably picked up one of the eyeshadows and one of the lipsticks of the singles that they came out. I know the golden highlight came back that everybody wants and everybody loves, and I must say the packaging of this collection is amazing. But we're only left with the minis and these sets that now are available, and I'm not interested. It's like, I just might have wanted a lipstick and an eyeshadow, and it was sold out so fast that I didn't even have a chance. So no, I'm sorry. Until MAC gets their act together about their releases for the holidays and limited editions, they just should make more. They should just make more. Another miss for me was the ColourPop holiday collection. So first of all, they called it #1. So there's gonna be another one. We'll see how I feel about that one. But the first holiday collection was the one they released exclusive to Sephora for about a week, and now it's on their website as well, so you can buy it in whatever place you want. But they brought out 2 palettes, beautiful, but they're all shimmer and the shades are so the same. I think especially the semi-precious one, the shades are all the same. What is with it? I don't think it's interesting. I did like much better when they had half shimmer, half matte. Their small $16 palettes are great. I have the Yes Please, I love it. But I think those were a miss. More holiday releases. Makeup Forever brought out a new palette for the eyes and a new big palette for the cheeks. Now, if you followed me for a while, you know I have the Makeup Forever cheek products. I have 3 blushes and I love them. They're really great. And when I saw that big face palette, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. If it's a good value, I might pick it up. But first of all, I think it's $150. Second of all, there's almost no variation in tones. I saw swatches. I would have wanted a central row of blushes that would knock my socks off, 1 per different shade. So an orange, a terracotta, a dark red, a berry, a neutral, a pink. Something that would have set me up for blushes forever. Nope, they missed it. It's just not interesting. I don't know. I was just so disappointed. I went to swatch the eyeshadow palette and it is very pretty. It has that one red shade that I've been eyeing forever, But the packaging is so weird. It's like a tin that you lift the lid off and you're left with only the bottom part of the palette. And I'm like, why? Why? Just no. I would skip that. I'm not gonna buy it. And then, sorry, I'm reading on my phone. They also have a set of 4 lipsticks, 2 nudes and 2 reds. Boring. Set of brushes, which every time I go to touch them at Sephora, they're like all frazzled and hard and spiky. Not interested. And then they have some limited edition metallic lipsticks, as well as a new Starlit powder, which is these very, very high shine, high metallic loose shadow pigment highlighter, as you want to use it. Not interested. I'm sorry, it's a bit too expensive for what it is, and it's not innovative as well at all. So no, not interested at all. Something that I also want to drop in here is, for example, the Kat Von D Satan Sinner palette. It's a holiday release. It's been out for a while now. I've swatched it, I've looked at it. I was like, I need it because the packaging is so good. Then I looked at the shadows and my brain went like, are you crazy? What's wrong with it? Why can't you just put shadows in an order that makes sense? And my little control freak inside, I was like, I just want to reorder them all. And someone did it on Reddit and they made so much more sense. So I am not going to buy that palette because the colors are just frazzled. I would never reach for it. It takes too much brain power at 6 a.m. in the morning to actually do it. So no, I'm not gonna pick it up. One more holiday collection that I'm not gonna touch is the new Jeffree Star holiday collection. He just announced it today, so I just went through his video and saw the swatches, and that's where I got the inspiration for this lip. He put out a new liquid lipstick shade that is called Mermaid Blood, and it's this teal matte liquid lipstick. Does this look familiar? I have Colourpop Dr. M with a transparent gloss on top because this is so matte. But for the amount of times that you would use a teal liquid lipstick, do you need to spend $18 or would you spend $6? Definitely $6. I'm so happy that I have this because I can do these crazy looks when I wanted to, but I would never pay $18 for crazy colors. And the rest of the collection is also matte. There's a nice red metallic liquid lipstick, but there's so many. Colourpop does them and Lime Crime does them. Why? It's innovative. No, not interesting. And then the 2 highlighter palettes that he just put out, they are just not usable. I find that highlighter palettes are so difficult to do because you really have to concentrate on a type of skin tone. His highlighter palettes are a cool platinum one and a gold one, and the gold one has maybe 1 or 2 shades someone my skin tone could use, and the rest would definitely look better to medium and deep skin tones. And it makes perfect sense. But then why not make a gold for light skin tones and a gold for medium deep? And why not make a cool tone for light skin tones and a cool tone for medium deep? Why make 2 palettes that, for example, I think the cool tones, it's a lot of silvers and stuff with a little bit too dark of a base that for light skin tones to wear as well. And I find that it's a miss. Also, his highlighters are way too pigmented. They have too much of a base color actually to be used without them showing up while you're looking straight ahead instead of showing up only with a sheen. So no, I won't be picking up any of that. I was not interested in anything he showed. I still have a hard time being interested in anything from the brand, so I haven't bought anything from the brand, except for the Androgyny palette. I bought that one, I was disappointed, and I returned it. It is what it is. Now for holiday collections that I think you should pick up. The Anastasia Beverly Hills collection was definitely a hit for me. The Prism palette is awesome. You can probably tell I'm wearing it right now. The combination of colors I think is very, very interesting and intriguing, and yeah, I really like it. Then she has the trio of mini liquid lipsticks. They're all gorgeous shades. Only one of them is already in existence. I'm not picking it up only because I have too many liquid lipsticks. I think I capped out there, I said it already. And the blush kits look really nice. I don't know anything more about them because I don't need more new blushes, but they look really nice. So I would definitely recommend that collection. Then Bite Beauty has put out for the holidays a little mini set with the agave lip mask, the lip scrub, and the lip balm. And I picked it up during the Sephora VIB sale. I think they're $20 and you get all 3 products. They're small. I think maybe the sugar scrub is full size, but to try the brand, since they're quite expensive, I was so happy to have the opportunity through this mini set, and it comes in a little cute tin. So definitely that one I would recommend. And finally, I am very curious to see what the MAC and Patrick Star collection will bring. We've seen a few lipsticks, I believe. We've seen the loose powder, and I really like the vibe of the collection. I really like the idea of the collaboration between MAC and Patrick Star. I think it's very well thought and a very good opportunity for an artist that is unique in the beauty industry and has pushed so much for equality. And yeah, I think it's a great thing that MAC is collaborating with him, and I can't wait to see what more comes out. And that is it, I think, for my holiday anti-hauls for today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you have different thoughts on the products I talked about, or if you have things that you do not want to buy that I didn't mention. It would be nice to have a discussion about these things because, as always, it's nothing against the brands, and it's just my personal opinion and related to the type of collection I have. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to enter the giveaways that are running right now. There's one tied to my Project Pan, there's one tied to my ColourPop Fall favorites, and there's one tied to my Declutter series. So go check out those videos. They will be linked on the screen, and enter the giveaways. Go check out my blog sale if you want to pick up some makeup that I'm decluttering that is still in good condition. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!